Hello, and welcome to Strengthinone's Lessons on Genshin Impact. And Happy Lantern Rights. What I'm going to show you today is how to do domains. I have Ning Wang along with Zhong Li to join me this time, especially since there are players who are trying their best to upgrade said characters at the moment. Now, this domain in particular has geo artifacts that greatly increase the damage of, somewhat increase the damage of both Ning Wang and or Zhong Li, depending on what you want for your elemental, depending on what you want for your artifact sets. At the same time as I'm doing this domain, I will not be taking a healer with me. Instead, I'm also going to be taking this butterfly if he doesn't move. Never mind. Instead, I'm going to be taking someone else who's going to benefit from actually taking care of the domain a little bit faster than normal. So, I'm either going to be taking Hu Tao, or for the level 81, which I'm going to do first, Mona.
This is destiny.
Yes, I know. So, I have condensed resin. That's going to make it a lot easier for me to complete the domain. And condensed resin can be unlocked as long as you increase reputation while you are in Leeway. Leeway's reputation can be increased through just exploring the world, exploring the location, doing more world quests, things like that, and also doing bounties and requests, as long as everything that you're doing is taking place directly in Leeway. Also, I will also show you what's going to, well, actually what is really so much needed as you're doing these domains, because the recommended element is Electro. However, at the same time, as I said again, there will be there are domain mechanics where there's going to be either a Pyro Elemental node in the middle or a Cryo Elemental node. Also, you get to see the enemies that fight in these said domains. So in the level 80 version, there's a Pyro Abyss Mage and 2 Ruin Guards. Yes, it says a monster list, but what they don't do is they don't tell you how many of each are inside there. And same thing for the level 90 version, where you have 2 Hilichurls, 1 Cryo Abyss Mage, and 2 Cryo Abyss Mages and 1 Ruin Hunter. Now, let's begin. I'll do level 80 version first and show you how it's done. Now, again, they tell you what the Leonine disorder is. When Overload is triggered, an energy blast will occur, dealing damage to surrounding opponents. You have Melt and Vaporize, and I will be using Melt and Vaporize because I need to get this done a little bit faster than, using Electro, because Electro is not the best element at the moment. Oh, last but not least, there's 2 things I want to show you. There is a gadget I'm going to be using this entire time called the NRE Menu 30. This gadget allows you to heal yourself as you're in combat, so that you don't have to technically pause the game to heal yourself, because it makes it a whole lot easier for yourself as you're fighting. That's 1. Number 2, it's not beneath yourself to use food buffs in order to make life easier for you as you're fighting. Say for example this. I have the sashimi platter, I have the bountiful year, the mashed potatoes, things like that. However, the food buffs do not stack, no matter what you may think. Whatever you use last is what's going to be counted. So, I'm going to use the sashimi platter and the cornbread buns. Let us begin.
There is no escape.
Notice that the so-called shock blast is hitting me, but at the same time, because of the shield, I'm not really taking that much in damage. Also, the multiplier when it comes to the weaknesses of these particular elements is a lot higher than normal.
Shine down. Give up.
But now that he's gone, let's take care of the ruin guards. Please remember that both these ruin guards are going to be targeting you, no matter where you are.
Delved into destiny. Written in the stars. Don't waste my time. It's nothing.
All done. And look at that, not much damage was taken in the process. So what you can do now is just come up to the tree and use either your normal resin or your condensed resin. And let's see what artifacts I get. I get part of the set of the retracing Ballade, which I honestly don't really need, but oh well. So I'll leave the domain. Oh, I should also point out, if you do the level 80 version of the domain versus the level 90, you are not guaranteed the legendary artifacts. You can still get them, but you are not entirely guaranteed said legendary artifacts. I've learned this from personal experience. So let's try this again. We will do the level 90 version of it, and I will be exchanging Mona for Hu Tao, and you'll see why in a moment.
Good eye.
I know, right? Huh. Mihoyo actually summarized what I just told you. Alright. One shield, one shogun, and one angry hunter. Let's slow him down a little bit.
Don't waste my time. Your life is mine.
If you notice, the Ruin Hunter actually was taking a lot more damage when it came to elemental attacks versus anything else. Only reason is because, as I said before in a previous video, is that his elemental elemental resistance is much higher than physical. Huh, you two are almost dead. And again, let's take a look to see what we got. Wow, I aim the same too. Oh well. Last but not least, I'll mention to you this. You do not qualify for the level 90 versions of the domain until you hit Adventure Rank 45 or AR 45, which is something that most players recommend when you really do start building your artifacts. However, you can start finding artifacts at any time. It's just that if you feel that you are not strong enough, and say for example you wish to come back to the domain and try it again, you can always use the so-called match function, which basically means is that, excuse me, players can come into your world, and they can join you so they can farm the domains with you. You are never, and I really do mean this, you are never guaranteed the same artifact no matter what you do. However, at the same time, it really does help to actually learn how to defeat these domains, especially in a group, so that you yourself can also learn how to do the do those same domains as you wish. So I can press match, and look at that, matching successful, and you can go in, or if you don't wish to do that, you can have them come into your world. Alright. And that is a lesson. I hope you have a wonderful day, and enjoy Lantern Ride, everybody. Bye-bye.